Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jennifer, and this channel is named a ready-to-wear affair. So here you'll find my take on my favorite ready-to-wear pieces, looks that come off the runway every season, what's trending, just all things ready-to-wear and everything in between. High-low styling, we talk about luxury fashion, we talk about fast fashion and affordable fashion, just all things fashion. But at the end of the day, my love affair is with ready to wear. So if this is your first time, welcome. Please don't forget to like this video and also hit the notification bell so you never miss a video from me. Now, I will be sharing with you all the contents of my 2022 luxury wish list. Now, I've been kind of toying around with the concept of having two wish lists, and this idea originated from Geranika Mycia, who is a fellow YouTuber. Love her, definitely check out her channel. And she basically shared with us that she has two wish lists, one that she's comfortable with sharing with us, you know, to her community and publicly, and the other she keeps to herself. And the rationale behind that is she doesn't want her community to sell out the things on her, you know, private wish list. And I'm like, yeah, I get that. I totally get that. I think that that's something that I want to do because, like, you know, I don't, as much as I would love to share with you all the things that I love, I kind of want to make sure I get them first. And having two lists makes sense, especially, I think, for items that are hard to get, right? They're hard to get, they're maybe out of stock, out of season, they're old, you know, you're kind of digging around, hunting all four corners of the earth and the internet to find, you know, whatever it is that's on your wish list or whatever items that you have. So hoping that, you know, someone else won't snatch whatever remaining pieces are left of it. So I get that. And so I want to do that. And I want to call it public list, which I'll be sharing today, and then the private list, which I will not be sharing until I hopefully or eventually get one of the items on the private wish list. So, and you know, it's kind of like sharing afterward. And it's like, okay, you guys can know about it because I already have it, and I'm not worried anymore about you guys poaching it. So I'm gonna do that. And the public one, the items on this list are things I feel like are brand classics that will always be reissued and restocked. So with that said, let's get into the contents of my 2022 public luxury wish list. Now, let me just get the obvious one out of the way. Hermes. I mean, I don't have Hermes on any of my wish lists because, I don't know, it's just for obvious reasons. It kind of goes without saying. I think every fashion lover eventually wants to get a Hermes bag, a Kelly or Birkin, yada, yada, yada. You know, same old story. I'm no exception. But I'm not putting it on my wish list because I don't see myself getting it anytime soon. The Birkin isn't going anywhere. The Kelly isn't going anywhere. So yeah, I'm just knocking off Hermes out the way. Like they're just not on my wish list. So not, at least for now. That may change in the future. I'll just leave it at that. So kicking off my 2022 public luxury wish list is item number 1, which is the Lanvin Pencil Cat Bag. This bag does things to me. Like, it makes my insides just melt into mush. It is just a piece of art. It is stunning. It is breathtaking. It literally, when I saw it, I didn't even see it in person when I first saw it. When I first laid eyes on it, it was on TV. Literally, I was frozen in time. I had to pause the screen when I saw it. And just like that, I was in love with the bag. For those of you who may not have gotten that reference, that was in reference to the Sex and the City reboot that came out earlier this year, which is called And Just Like That. And yeah, that was the first time I sighted that bag, and I have not forgotten it ever since. The minute that Seema, the character that carried the bag on the episode, walked in and plopped that bag was just sitting there on that restaurant table that she was sitting at next to Carrie. I was like, wow, that deserves its own display at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. That bag is literally, it is art. I was like, I need to have that. That bag I will have in my lifetime. I will have it in my lifetime. And yeah, I just fell in love with it. The shape, it is so vintage, and I love vintage things. I've mentioned this before in a previous video, but I really do love the vintage aesthetic, like the 1950s, 1960s. I love elements of fashion that are drawn from that period. Ladylike bags. This Lanvin Pencil Cat Bag is just the epitome of the ladylike aesthetic. Next few items on my wish list, they're both from the same brand, and this brand is kind of a controversial brand, I feel like, as of late, due to their egregious price increases. Chanel. Yes, I said Chanel, if you couldn't hear through my fake cough. Yeah, and let me just kind of say a few things about Chanel. So, I have nothing against the brand. In fact, I do really like Chanel. I think everyone in the fashion community, or at least many people in the fashion community, have been saying, which is like, their numerous price hikes in the past few years don't necessarily match with the quality of what they're putting out now. I'm sure many of you who are, who follow fashion news and kind of like, general trends in fashion are aware of Chanel, vintage Chanel, so like a Chanel from like the 1990s and earlier, having gold plating on their hardware. Like their bags would have gold plated hardware, which is just amazing. And for a bag that you were paying several thousands for, which at the time I think you still were, it made sense. This is where the value came in. But since the 1990s, after that decade, they stopped gold plating their hardware and just have done gold tone. So, and it kind of makes me want to align myself with what a lot of people have been saying, which is, if I'm going to spend about like $8,000 to $10,000 on a Chanel classic flat bag, I might as well just go for the Hermes. Like at that point, you're literally right next door neighbors with Hermes. Like the quality is still the same. Like Hermes has been around for centuries. They haven't really compromised their quality. Their quality has been relatively unchanged. Whereas Chanel, their quality is, is different. You don't get the same value for your buck. Which is sad because Chanel is a very iconic brand, and you kind of expect more. It really does kind of make you second guess purchasing bags from the brand, myself included. So yeah, disclaimer on that. And most of these price hikes are for their classics. So like the Chanel classic flat bag, like all the Chanel classic pieces, those are the ones that have like the exponentially high price increases. I think that's kind of sad that we are now in an era where we are trying to hop on and buy items out of fear of them getting more expensive. It's sad that that's my motivation, but here we are, right? Either I'm getting them or I'm not, and I decided I just have to be strategic about the pieces I do get, and I've narrowed them down to about 2, give or take, right now. And the first one is the Chanel Trendy CC. Now, I have loved this bag for years. To me, it looks like a classic bag. It looks like it would be a Chanel classic bag. It has all the elements of a classic bag. It is kind of boxy in shape. It still has that infamous, iconic quilted pattern. I believe the Chanel Trendy CCs, from the research I've done, like I said, I've never owned one, so I can't speak to it firsthand, but the Trendy CC leathers that they use are lambskin leather. I don't believe that they come in caviar. I don't think that they're goat skin either. But yeah, and I've heard that they're very supple, and I just love the bag. I mean, just from the photos and just from seeing it in store, in person, it has all the things I love about a bag, or at least a functional bag. It is top handle. I am a top handle kind of gal. I love like that metal plate that says Chanel very obnoxiously across the top part. Karen Britchick, love her. Definitely check out her channel. She's an OG influencer. I've been watching her since, I don't know, 2014, 2013. Definitely check out her channel. But she was saying with her Trendy CC that she has like the first edition that came out, and the first edition has straps that you can actually remove from the bag that are completely detachable. And I think people complained about, maybe from what I heard, people were complaining about it kind of shifting and detaching itself while, you know, being worn. So Chanel redesigned it and made the closure permanent so that you couldn't remove the strap. And I don't know, I haven't worn it yet. That does seem like a functional issue that I would not enjoy if I was walking around and all of a sudden my strap just came apart. I'm glad that Chanel kind of listened to people's complaints and remade it in a model or version that was more secure. But to Karen's point, she loved the option of completely being able to remove the strap. What's cool about the Trendy CC is it has a retractable design that kind of allows you to kind of tuck the strap into the bag when you want it to be solely a top handle bag. Which is kind of cool because at the end, like the shoulder leather armrest that helps with comfort for wearing on the shoulder kind of serves as a second handle. So it's like a double top handle when the strap is fully retracted inside the bag. Super cool. I love that about the Trendy CC. I love that kind of hidden feature of like being allowed to hide the strap all the way in without having to take it out completely, because some of us lose straps here, misplace them when you detach them, because I personally do prefer carrying my bags top handle. So anyway, that's the Trendy CC. Comes with tons of colors. I love the small size. I love the new edition or the new version that Chanel launched, I believe, last season, that has like the Chanel symbol that's kind of like emblazoned on the metal top plate. It's kind of etched in a really, I think it's called like crushed, someone told me it was like crushed candy or something, the crushed design. I love that, and I would love to have it in that version. But anyway, my third item on my wish list is another Chanel item, and that is the Coco handle. I was watching Brittany of Pockets and Bows. Love her channel, love her style. I feel like her style is very much similar to mine. And when she got her Coco handle, which is absolutely fabulous. Coco handle comes with caviar leather, which I do love. It has, also has a long strap. The way that this detaches is through a lobster clasp on each side, so fairly easy to swap, you know, on and off. Her handle is encrusted in black crystals all across. So I love her Coco handle. It's just so, like, it's understated, but it's not because of the sparkle, because of the embellished handle. So love that. But anyway, so I definitely love the design of the Coco handle. And I don't know, I think, yeah, for this one I'd want something fun. I'd want a bright, vibrant color, maybe a metallic. I've seen it in a beautiful turquoise metallic, owned by Patricia Bright. Love her too, also another influencer and YouTuber. And I love hers, I kind of want hers. Yeah, so that's that. That's the Coco handle. And oh, one thing I love about the Coco handle that isn't on the Trendy CC that I wish was on are feet. I love when bags have feet, and I wish every bag had feet. This just popped up. I didn't think about it, but I love the Chanel Sunset bag. But my only issue with the Chanel Sunset by the Sea bag is the strap is not detachable. And not only that, I wouldn't have been as mad about it if it was kind of like a Trendy CC retractable design, but it's definitely not. And not only that, it's a canvas strap. I don't love canvas straps to begin with, but then when it's not detachable, then I'm just like, ooh. And if I'm dropping Chanel coins on a bag that I feel like isn't as versatile as I'd like it to be, or that I'm married to having to wear it with the strap and carry it with the strap hanging if I'm doing top handle, because I do love that the bag has like a gold chain top handle design. Oh, love that. But I just hate that you can't remove the strap. Like, the strap needs to be removed. I hate that you can't remove it. So that one is like half on the list, half not. But love the bag. It is just a beautiful bag. And Cassie with $2 signs, another YouTuber I love. Clearly I love a lot of YouTubers. She has the blue one that I love so much. And every time I see it in her backdrop, because she has her bags as her back display. She has a lot of bags. But anyway, I digress. With item number 5, I'm going to start to delve into jewelry, into fine jewelry. Now, I love fine jewelry because you never have to take them off. I love jewelry that you never have to take off. And I have lost so many pieces in the bathroom of lounges, restaurants, bars, clubs, you name it. Especially where there's drinks involved. So that's why I still obviously indulge in fashion and costume jewelry, but what I really do enjoy, because I know I'm less likely to lose it, are fine jewelry pieces. And I love getting them at a bargain or a discount because, let's face it, they're extremely expensive. The first jewelry item I have on my wish list is the Bvlgari Serpenti bracelet with like the diamond head and tail ends. I feel like there's just no words. I love snake themed jewelry. There's just something about the way the snake wraps around that make that jewelry piece so aesthetically divine. I feel like that's the wrong word to use when you talk about snakes. If you know anything about the Bible, fireworks, 4th of July is tomorrow. The way it wraps around the wrist is just so delicate, and it's just, I don't know, it's such a standout piece. I just fell in love with it the minute I saw it. And you can, like I mentioned, I'm just a fan of like wrap design. I just think it just looks so elegant. And next up is the Cartier Juste Clou small ring with diamonds, like all around. I mean, look at it. The bling bling, and it's dainty. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the love bracelet. I don't know, love bracelet doesn't, like, I get it, I know the story behind it, like, oh, it's hard to put on by yourself. You need someone, preferably like a significant other, to like screw it on and off for you, like with a little screw. Like, that's so cute. Like, I'm not even like being facetious. Like, it's a really cute kind of story behind it, but like, I don't care. It doesn't look that cute. It looks I know I said it. Now, if someone gifted it to me, yeah, I'd wear it. I'd wear it because of the name, maybe? I don't know. If it was a no-name brand, would I wear it? See, that's why I have to ask myself with every like luxury purchase, if the brand was not the brand that it is, if it was some no-name brand, like unnamed, or even a name that just no one knows, that isn't like popular or whatever, like, would I want it? I feel like, no, that's what I need. Like, that's what I'm like, I just know. Like the diamond version, maybe? The ones with diamonds at like the rivets. But it's a no. I'm just gonna be bold and say it's a no. It's just a little too simple for me. Juste and Clou, however, not the case. I think there's, and Tashira of Politics and Fashion feels the same way. When she said it on her video, I was like, am I the only one who feels that way? Like, girl, me too, me too. I've always felt that way about the love bracelet. There's really not much to it. To me, Juste and Clou has more of a stylistic element to it, and it so much more like delicate and artistic and architectural, and there was just like more thought put into the design. So that's how I feel about the Juste and Clou series, including the ring, and I would love to add that to my collection. Next on my list, also within the Juste and Clou family, I would just like a regular size Juste and Clou, no bigger than that. I like that it has a different closure. So this Juste and Clou is like a twist. You have to like twist it to get it on, which is just so gorgeous. And you just twist it. You twist it to put it on and off, like so. Which is pretty easy. And I feel like it's a very secure way of keeping it on. So I do like that. But the regular sized one is kind of like it like completely opens and like clips together. It's almost like a clip. So anyway, yeah, that's the next one I'd like to add to my collection. Number 7 is the Fendace Fendi First bag. When I saw it on the Fendace fashion show runway, I was like, that's the one I want. Now I got the Fendace baguette that you saw like in my last, that you saw like 2 videos ago. I just felt like I would get a lot more wear out of the Fendace baguette. But it doesn't mean that I don't think that the Fendace Fendi First is not an equally gorgeous. In fact, I think it's just so much more unique. Now, the Fendace baguette, because it is the Fendace collaboration and because of its like fusion with the Versace style, makes it unique. So don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to shade or downgrade the bag. It is just it is equally gorgeous, and I'm very happy with that purchase. But like in terms of functionality, I would definitely get more wear out of that bag. That bag is a more casual bag. That bag is a bag I could see myself wearing with more things and taking with me more, and just being more suitable for more events that I tend to go to. So it's a bag that I can kind of wear almost anywhere. Whereas with the Fendace Fendi First, it looks like an evening bag. I love that about it. That would limit the number of times I would be carrying the bag, and I do want to get my cost per wear out of a bag that I'm dropping that kind of point on. So, but it's still on my wish list, so there you go. Another piece of jewelry, and that is the Anita safety pin earring. Tamara Kalinic, super huge mega influencer, and she's always wearing it. I just drool every time I see it, and I just want it. I love the safety pin design. Clearly I like pins, nail heads. I already have one, but it's gold plated with like crystals, not diamonds. If I get to upgrade, I would love the Anita version. And last but not least, before this list gets too long, we're gonna get into my final category, which are shoes. So number 9 are the Jimmy Choo Saeda pumps. These shoes are they just make anyone's feet the wearer's feet look so elegant and decadent. They're just stunning shoes. They are just beautifully crafted shoes. Just shoe. These shoes are just heavenly. They are divine. They are stunners. They make the wearer look like a princess, like royalty. The embellished pairs. Now there's so many different variations. There's like an all gold embellished. I'm like, that's gorgeous, but no, I wanted the tropical ombre one that had like the tropical colors. I think that's since sold out because I don't think they make that anymore. It's just gone in my size. But now they have other types of embellished ones. Like they have one that's like a gradient pink, and then they have one that's like the shoe itself is white, like where the vamp and the pump, like where the pump is, the front part of the shoe is white, but the crystals are like an iridescent crystal. They're just gorgeous. So yeah, that's number 9 on my list. And to round up the list, for now, it will grow, are the Balenciaga City boots. I can't decide between like the ankle booty and like the actual full length boot, like the shaft boots that just hit like, I think under the knee or at the knee. I can't decide which one I want more, but I do hope that they come out with more colors because right now they just have black, white, and like neon green. And I guess the black to me is like the one I would get, but I kind of don't want that in black. I kind of want to see what other colors they have, like a cognac color, like a brown color. That's probably more of what I would gravitate towards or just like want. So, and when you have that boot, whether it's the ankle version, the ankle booty version, or like the full boot, and you pair it with any of your Balenciaga City bags, like the grommet details, how they match up, they're just a match made in heaven, literally. So yeah, I would love to wear those boots with a city bag. I think the pairing just couldn't be better. And styling it for the fall with like a cute coat or a cute sweater dress or like just like a denim dress. I already have like some looks in my head that I feel like I would totally rock these boots with. So yeah, that rounds off my wish list for now. July 2022 edition. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if any of these things are on your wish list or how you feel about any of them. What I love about fashion is that it's all subjective, but that there's an understanding that we all appreciate fashion regardless of the kind of pieces that we personally gravitate to that speaks to each of our own individual personal styles. So sum up below, share your thoughts. What other things on your wish list? I'd like to know. So thank you all for watching again. It's always fun discussing fashion with a community that understands and appreciates it. And I look forward to seeing you all again in my next video.